You're right. So right now I'm in one of the central streets of Kyiv, and here is the sun, spring going on. So nothing, right now seems to be wrong, but it is, because last night was really terrible in terms of shelling and bombing, and it was really a very unpeaceful night, one of the loudest, so to say, and the most terrible since for the latest, I guess, a week, because we used to have a pretty quiet situation here in Kyiv, but not today. So today at night we have the shelling of 3 objects in different parts of the city, so it's already closer than it used to be before. So the day before we had shelling in Obolon area, which is to the north of city's residential area, but today we had the bombs and missiles targeting one high-rise residential building in Svatoshin area, which is also solely residential. So no military infrastructure, no military installations are there. So Russians are specifically targeting the blocks, the quarters where people live, and the high-rise building all in flames after the missile attack. These pictures do really look incredibly, scary, terrible, because this is what is happening in the capital city of Kyiv. And one more object which was targeted was the entrance to Lukyanivska metro station here in Kyiv. It's just several blocks from here, actually, where I'm standing, and the missiles damaged one of the entrances. We saw the pictures of debris flying and lying all over the place, and it's usually a very crowded place where people are going in and out of the metro station. And this station was operating still despite the war, and about the exact number of casualties we still have to see the reports from the city council, but for now this station is closed in operation, so no trains will stop on this station. It will be impossible to go down and to spend their nights, for example, as it used to be possible, because metro stations here are used in Kyiv as bomb shelters at night. So clearly what we see right now is that Russians are trying to go closer to the city center, to target the civilian objects in the city center, trying to scare people. And Kyiv is, of course, getting ready for the big attack, and missiles are hit by Ukrainian air defense forces. But nevertheless, these missiles, while falling, they still damage a lot of civilian objects.
Now, clearly a lot of stress there. If you can comment personally, is your family in harm's way? What are the people close to you been doing, fleeing or sheltering?
No more sheltering than fleeing, because everybody who wanted to flee had already done this, and we still have the possibilities to do this. The evacuation trains are operating. We have a lot of directions to go from Kyiv to Poland, to even we have this train Kyiv-Warsaw. We have the opportunity to go to Lviv, to Uzhhorod, so the western parts of Ukraine. We now understand that no place is right now safe in Ukraine. My family personally decides to stay for now in Kyiv, because it's our city. We're trying to do whatever we can to help the army, and also the latest days have been kind of the days of ease in Kyiv before today's night, and a lot of people are in the streets. We see some cafes are trying to open and to work to keep the economy, at least somehow running. So people are bracing themselves, understanding that the possible siege or attack on Kyiv is still upon us. It could happen, because all the circumstances are in such a way Russians won't stop just for now, but still people are trying to already lead their life as normal in new reality, because it's 20th day of war, and it's just unbelievable for me saying this even.
Certainly, much of the world shares your feelings there, but there are at least some form of talks ongoing between the Ukrainians and the Russians right now. Are there real expectations, or I dare say progress expected from these talks?
Not really the progress, because we have this saying which proves to be right again and again. 8 years in a row, 8 years of conflict of war in Donbass, and also now that all the paper, all the negotiations with Russia are not worth even the paper they are written on. So no expectations of these negotiations to be fruitful, because everybody understands that even the green corridors are being targeted specifically by Russians, the green corridors, which are negotiated with Ukrainian side. And everybody understands that Russia now, with these strikes, is trying to up the ante, to use its betting chip in these negotiations to demand whatever Russia wants. But as far as we see in all the claims of Ukrainian officials, of the president Vladimir Zelensky says that the situation in which Ukraine puts down arms is not likely to happen, because we're fighting for our land, and this is Russia who invaded, not Ukraine.
Maria Pysarenko, thank you for the literally on-the-ground updates coming to us from Kyiv. Stay safe yourself and appreciate the updates.
Thank you very much.